Hello guys and welcome to SteveKnows. Today I want to go through a bunch of games, 10 games that I found on SideQuest, all from a different genre for you to enjoy. So there is plenty of variety here. No matter what kind of game that you like to play, there should be something here for you to enjoy. So let's just get started and check out the amazing games we can play for free on SideQuest. So starting with survival, we have Mystery Forest. This is from Double Axe Games, and they've created a game that will allow you to get lost and invested in the world. In this survival title, out in the wilderness, it's the first of its kind on the Oculus Quest. There is an open world for you to explore. You will gather resources, cut down trees with an axe, use the materials that you gather to craft more items, or find ore, and using the wood that you've got for a fire to melt it down to create even more powerful tools and weapons. You also have a bow and arrow at your disposal, which can be used to kill or to traverse across gaps, as you can use it to deploy a climbable rope. There are many more features as well coming in the roadmap that they've made available for the public, so you can see their Kanban board on Trello, and there is a ton of potential here in this game, so keep an eye out for this one as more development for it occurs. On to adventure now, and we're looking at Cactus Boy Portal VR, which is a mashup between Portal and Cactus Boy, which is available on SideQuest as well, and this is a pretty sweet one. You have been captured and are being experimented upon, and are left to fend for yourself to try and escape from these labs. There are 17 labs for you to escape from, where you have to use your revolvers in very creative ways to set portals that will allow you to traverse in even more unique ways to find the exits. It even has its own GLaDOS for Portal fans, a genetic lifeform and disk operating system. There are also battles in this game as well for some action if you're into that, but comfort options do not exist in this, so be aware before diving in. This is a great free one for you to enjoy that you'll get at least a couple hours of fun out of. On to action now, and we're choosing QuestZDoom, retro action at its finest. This is Doom in 6DOF with many modifications at your disposal. You can make it gorier, the music heavier, the visuals better, the enemies more abundant, weapons deadlier, for pure carnage. This is the Doom game I seriously wanted in virtual reality, and it's free. There is a launcher that enables you to select the mods that you want in the game, as well as different game texture packs that you can play, such as turning the game into Alien. There is so much fun here, and a game that you can play your way. Thank you Dr. Beef and Baggy G, so be sure to install QuestZDoom and the QuestZDoom launcher. This game has 5 out of 5 for a good reason. We're on to puzzlers now, and I'm choosing QubeFall. This is 3D Tetris in virtual reality, making the game so much harder, increasing the possibilities. You will grab shapes and blocks as they fall from the sky. You grab them and lay them down on a 3D plane, trying to get them to line up as neatly as possible in order to eliminate a layer of blocks and gain points. Get streaks to gain multipliers for more score, but if you reach the ceiling, it's game over. And something interesting is the music is licensed from Monster Cat, which you may know from one of my favourite Beat Saber DLCs. As development continues, they do hope to add hand tracking capabilities and more environments. So go show this game some love. It has great potential, it's great fun, and it's good if you just want to sit down and get lost in something for a bit. On to arena combat, and we're choosing Attack on Quest, a great game for anime lovers and virtual reality gamers. This game has tons of amazing reviews, and for good reason. This game has some interesting fun game mechanics that allows you to use retractable grappling hooks and gas cylinders for boost to fly across the map and take out large titans. This is easier said than done to master the fluid motion that's possible while you train to be an Eren Jaeger. Dev is always updating this title, a lot of hard work's going on here. Keep an eye on this one. Try it out. Now on to multiplayer games, and I'm choosing HyperDash, and this is probably one of the best games on the Oculus Quest, at least in my opinion. It's just incredible and has recently had another update to its alpha for us to enjoy. HyperDash is a multiplayer shooter that seriously promotes team play and fluid motion. This is a game that is easy to grasp, but much harder to master. There are a few game modes such as Payload, where you have to defend a cart and get it as far as possible to the other side of the map, further than the opposing team. We now have free-for-all deathmatch and domination, where you have to capture areas of the map. The traversal in this is so good. You grind and dash to get around. This is a core mechanic that you need to master if you want the edge in game. It's fast paced, great fun, it plays incredible, looks super clear. I can't recommend this game enough, and maybe I'll see you on the battlefield. On to exploration, and I'm choosing Voyage Ex. This isn't a new game on SideQuest. It's one of the first games I actually played on the Oculus Quest via sideloading, but I just love it. This is a first-person puzzle game with tons of exploration as you walk through huge maps and mazes trying to find your way out. You are to progress through a variety of worlds while shooting enemies with your blaster that are designed very strangely, like a skeleton with an Illuminati symbol for a head. The game will be fear-inducing at moments when you're in dungeons or dark caves, but the most charming thing about this game for me is the art style. Elements like grass or bushes, they are all textured or styled like the old school game of Doom where it's a 2D image in a 3D space. The game also has a ton of content. This is a very lengthy experience. And I'm going to quote myself now, although it's simple, it was captivating. Onto retro now, and I'm choosing VirtualBoy. This is something that a new generation of gamers can experience, something that was from 1995. This was one of the first major releases of virtual reality technology from Nintendo. You can install this app and play ROMs on the headset for you to enjoy retro titles in a stereoscopic view, such as Wario, Mario Tennis, 3D Tetris. Enjoying this on the Oculus Quest in virtual reality literally adds depth to the games. I'm a huge fan of retro VR fusions. You will have to go online and hunt for the VirtualBoy ROMs in order to play these games, but there are multiple ones for you to enjoy if you know where to find them. There are also customization options in this emulator, such as the color scheme, but try red first. It's the classic color scheme of this OG tech. You'll get to see how far we've come. Since this is the Oculus Quest, I'm choosing some hand tracking games, and that is Hand Physics Lab. If you haven't tried this, it's time to try out the most advanced hand tracking capabilities on the Oculus Quest, from HoloNautic. You can poke buttons, pick up and manipulate objects, stack blocks, knock them over with realistic physics, hold two-handed weapons and adjust your grip on them, lift weights and feel the impact it has on you, paint with your fingers, type on a keyboard, stab a dummy. It's just so jam-packed with possibilities that you can just go in and spend ages seeing what is possible, get creative by doing things like turning off the gravity, making your hands massive. This is just seriously great sandbox fun, making use of hand tracking. The last game, we're having an RPG, and we're ending it on a big one, and that is Pokemon VR. This game has gone from strength to strength since its inception, as when it started it was just walking around looking at Pokemon models, but now there is so much more and even more to come. Ever wondered what it's like to be 2 feet away from a Charizard or a Blastoise? Well, now it's possible in virtual reality. You can choose from 700 Pokemon to create your badass team to travel around from city to city, taking on the gym leaders to get all 8 badges. You can also face off against real world people and see who has the best Pokemon, who's the best trainer. And during your travels you can walk through thick grass and catch new wild Pokemon that you wish to train. This is such a sweet title, and I've got to thank the creator a ton for making a game that we wanted but no one was making. So that's it from me today, guys. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I hope there's at least one game there that you haven't tried yet and piques your interest, because there are a ton of amazing games at your disposal if you can just plug your Oculus Quest into any computer. So please stick around for next time, subscribe to the channel. Thank you to my patrons, you are absolute legends, and happy gaming, guys. Good day.